I'm Aditya. I'm Chief Marketing Officer at Across the Globe and I'll be your host for today. Welcome all of you on the first session of September series by Across the Globe webinars. For today's session of Across the Globe webinar series, we have Dr. K Sharma with us who will speak on setting your life goal. Hello, sir. How are you? Hello.
Yeah, Aditya.
Yes, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, sir. Let me introduce Across the Globe to you. Across the Globe is a social network where you can connect to like-minded people, share your experience, connect, collaborate, and grow. You can connect to yogis, you can connect to doctors across the globe, you can connect to chefs, startup enthusiasts, engineers across the globe. You can talk about the things you love with people who share your enthusiasm, share your experiences, connect to people with similar profession, collaborate, and grow. You can even get your questions answered by the experts and professionals that we have on board. Stay updated about the events or meetups that are actually happening around you. Meet interesting people around you. If you are an employer and if you're looking for some employee or interns, you can post job opportunity and internship opportunity on the platform so that the students that we have on across the globe can apply to these internships and job opportunities. Our application is live on both app stores. Our Android application is live on Google Play Store, and we have recently launched our iOS application, which is still in beta. You can download our Android application from Google Play Store. Let me take you through our Android application. So once you have downloaded the application from Play Store, you can search for your interest groups here. If you are an engineer and want to connect with engineers, you can just type engineers here. You can see these are the groups that are available on the platform related to engineering. If you love music, you can just type music. If you love philosophy, you can just type philosophy and connect with like-minded professionals here. So this is the home page of our application where you'll get to see articles, jobs, meetups, education related posts posted by your kind of people, your tribe. So basically it's a community driven platform where the best content is shown to our users. You can even share any article if you like on the social media handles that you have. This is the connect feature that we have. If you want to connect with professional nearby, suppose I want to connect with photographers nearby me, I can just click on photographers and these are the photographers around me. You can even view their profile, message them to collaborate with them. You can ask them for any event to take in collaboration. If you love dancing and want to connect with some hip hop dancers nearby, just click on hip hop dancers. If you are startup enthusiast and want to connect with some startup enthusiasts nearby, so these are the startup enthusiasts nearby. You can even post any article on the platform, any article related to your interest group. You can post in, you can ask questions to the experts that we have on board. You can post any image relevant to your interest group. Now I'm sitting in Bangalore, and if I am traveling to Pune next week, let us suppose, and I want to know what exactly is happening in Pune, so I can kind of teleport myself to Pune to see what exactly is happening in Pune, what are the events that are taking place in Pune, what are the job opportunities for me if I'm looking for job opportunities or I'm traveling for job purpose. So these are the articles, jobs, and events that are happening in Pune. All right. So on today's session, the topic of today's session is Setting Your Life Goal by Dr. VK Sharma. Let me introduce Dr. VK Sharma to everyone. Dr. VK Sharma is a business turnaround expert, author, and leadership and life coach. His 5 articles have been published in different national and international journals. VK Sharma is bestowed with 100 Most Influential Marketing Leaders by World Marketing Congress, Marketing Professional of the Year award by World Leadership Federation and Times Network, Global Visionary Award from World Academy, and Leadership and Life Coach of the Year by Asia Leadership Federation. He has over 28 years of professional experience in business management, leadership, and life coaching and management teaching. Currently, he is operating as Chief Enabling Officer at Dezin Consulting Private Limited, Mumbai, and visiting professor at Nasi Monji Institute of Management Science, Mumbai. It's my pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you for taking out time to conduct this webinar for across the globe audience.
Thank you, Aditya.
Yes, sir. Over to you. You have the host controls. If you want to share your screen, you can. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Just a question, sir. Do you want me to keep the chat section open or should I close it?
Yes. Yeah. Chat section should be open
Okay. Okay.
so that anybody
Hmm.
anybody can ask question basically.
Yeah, sure. So your screen is visible now.
Okay. So good evening to all of you. Today we are going to speak on how to set goals in the life. In this process, I will speak about why goal setting in the life is important, why many times we set the goal in the life and we are not able to achieve, why we fail in the achieving our goal, whatever we set the goals in the life, and what is the process of setting the right goals, why it is so important for for us, where we do the common mistakes in the goal setting, and what are the critical factor. All those things we'll be talking briefly. So I'll be taking this session, which will take something around 35-40 minutes. And you can keep on posting your questions in the chat box. Once my session is over, maybe 35-40 minutes, then we'll take up your questions and we'll respond to that. In the meantime, whatever you feel like, you please do keep on chat box so that we can take up all that. So let's begin from here. First of all, say why we need goals in the life. Do we need or we don't need? Ideally, one should have goals in the life. His goal can be anybody can want to become the doctor, somebody can become good dancer, somebody can become to good model, somebody want to become a good blogger, somebody want to become a YouTuber. There can be so many things, so many professions are there, and different people can have different choice. Once you have goal in the life, it just give you a direction in your life, which side you want to go, which side you should go. So having goals give a clear direction. Whether you want to become a dancer, you would like to see more dancing class and more dancing skill you want to learn. So having goal give you direction in the life. That's important for having goal. And having the goals in the life, this defines success. People says, yes, so and so person is successful and so person is not successful. Success is something different for different people. For one person, getting a 95% marks in 10th may be successful. For another person, getting 95% marks is not a success for him. It is something else success. For somebody in the life, increasing in the ladder is success. And for somebody else, maybe staying with the parents or living a good life and serving the parents may be success. For somebody, breaking the IIT exam or becoming engineer is success, and somebody simply hate the becoming engineer or going to IIT and all that. So different people has different success definition, and different stage of life we have different success definition. A person at the age of say 20, 21, his career or which exam he is cracking, where he is studying, all those is the meaning of the success. But when the same person goes at the age of 50, probably how is his health that defines success. At the time when person is age of 55, what a child is doing, that probably that defines the success. So different stage we have different meaning of success, and different people as such have different success or meaning of success. So it's very important to define goal in life. Once you have goal defined, then you have success also defined, and it's very, very important. Now, question comes why we miss the goals or why we fail to achieve the goal which we set in the life or in any part of the life. Whether it's a full life goal, whether a part life goal, whatever, we keep on missing the goal. Many people on every 1st January they take some goal, and after by the time February comes they forget the goal itself or they does not achieve the goal. Many people, very common goal, like weight losing. People, look at say, I will lose this so much of the weight, and after some time they remain same weight or even they put on the more weight. So we keep on setting goal and keep on missing those goals, which is very, very common. Why such things happen? See, the such thing happen when this goals is not aligned with the life goal. Suppose somebody has set a life goal that he or she want to become a good model. Now that person, if decide about goal or the life to lose the weight, he or she will lose the weight because it suits his life goal. But the same person, if he take a goal, I will score 95% so in class, he may miss it because it does not align with the life goal. Same way, if somebody wanted to become businessman or business person, somebody wanted to carry his father business or he want to start his own business, and he want to break the IIT and JE and get admission to IIT, which does not match with his or align with his life goal. So if some goal is not aligned with your life goal, you are unlikely to achieve that goal, which is very common, and that's why we fail on so many times. Another reason is sometimes we take goals which are more aspirations. It simply does not, with the have reality check. Out of aspirations, a person who is scoring at 50%, 55%, 60%, hardly is able to pass. And the same person, he take a goal in the next year, I will clear the need. Very difficult. It's not impossible, but very difficult. A person who is finding otherwise, health is not permitting. Health is not good. And he take a goal, I would like to be a kabaddi player. So people, without looking at his current situation, they take a goal, they plan a goal which is out of aspiration. And they do not know how to achieve it. And that's again they fail. Where people do not have ecology check. Well, the ecology check is very, very important in setting the goal. A person or a small young kids, he want to become a cricketer. When he want to become a cricketer, he does not have a cricket ground around his house and maybe 5-10 kilometers around his house. So he will end up playing with the tennis ball, which not will make him cricket, batsman or bowler, except wasting time. So if you want to become a cricketer, somewhere nearby, whether it's 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 10 kilometers, somewhere close by to you, you should have a cricket ground where you can go and play. Whether it's some club, whether it's a college, whether it's school, anything. And many people, crude relative life does not have that luxury having the cricket ground around them. Particular people who are living in the bigger cities, maybe even the village or small places to have one ground because place is very small. Somebody wanted to become a tennis player. He does not have access to the tennis court. How will become the tennis player? So we does not have ecology check. Or somebody current day is doing online, working from the home, and the person is staying in the very small home. He does not have a separate house where he can do the online in the behind a screen, or a lot of people, lot of activities are going on. So what is your current ecology? What is your circumstances around you? Whether they support you, whether it does not support you. So when we have the plan, the goal, we must check that ecology also. Otherwise, it's a very difficult with the more of aspirational goal. And sometimes the goals are not well thought out. We simply out of reaction or out of, you can say, with discussion with somebody, we simply, I will also do that. I will also lose the weight, something like this. And we'll end up, forgetting those goals within a few days. And they really does not define your character, which means there is people who want to live a comfortable life. When you want to live a comfortable life, there's nothing wrong in living a comfortable life. Sometimes we condemn the people, criticize people, that this person want to be comfortable. It's an individual choice. In world, there is more than 800 crore people, and everybody has a different character. So one person wants to live a comfortable life, and then you define his success, how much he's earning, how fast he's growing. So if the goal setting, and this person is setting goal towards promotion, towards more earning, towards buying big car or something like this, a person who wants to live more comfortable life, or to him personal comfort is more important. And if you set a goal which is something that require a hard work, it is not something in line with your character. So that is also important. What goal you're planning, whether it's in line with your character or it's not in line with your character. That is, they will decide whether you're going to achieve or which you're not going to achieve. What mistakes we do in the making our goals or planning our goals? First of all, we do not go through the right process while planning. There is a right process of making a goal, and I'll discussing with that in next 30 minutes or so. Secondly, we don't have person with whom we can vet or who can play like a sounding board or something like anchor in the journey. Most of the cases, we don't have such a good friend or such, we do not have such a good or open relationship with our parents or elders with whom we can discuss everything and who can really play a role of the anchor. Anything I will do, but he will catch hold of me, or he will stop me, or he will motivate me, or whatever is something by which you can go around, or something you can, as a sounding board, you can discuss anything, everything with some person. So many times we don't have that kind of person in life. That is again a problem where we do the mistake. And one must have somebody who can play your sounding board or somebody as an anchor in your life journey. And some more mistakes we do in the making goal. One is we plan something which is not important. Not important in the sense, it is not important achieving your life goal. You are planning in your career or in your life, you want to become a radio jockey. And you're still talking about marks in 10th or 12th. Or in your life, you want to become a good YouTuber. Still, you're talking about marks or breaking into JEE or NEET. So something which is not important in your life, and you still make the goal, not likely to achieve. Another important thing, when you're not willing to sacrifice, whatever you want to achieve in the life, we need to sacrifice something. Even when we breathe the air in, we have to breathe out also. So first we have to exhale, first we have to breathe out, then only we can breathe in. So when we cannot simply breathe in without breathing out, so we can't achieve also without sacrificing anything. And when the people are not willing to sacrifice something and is not clear about that, again, it's very difficult to achieve a goal. That's another problem. The normal or the conventional, the goal planning process is something, goal should be smart. And there's nothing new in that. So we have been following a process which is a smart way of doing achieving the goal. Method is right, but normally we apply it the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with the method, but the way we apply that is the problematic, and that's we are going to discuss now how this same method, same smart method can be applied in a right way. So when we talk of the S normally people talk of it should be specific. It should be specific, but it should be simple. Something can be specific, which means you want to say become a good model. It's specific. You want to become model. You want to do modeling, or you want to become a radio jockey. But is it simple? What is the process you are going to take to do it? Or sometimes you want to get into some engineering college, some medical college. It's very specific. But is it simple? So many times we plan a goal which are specific but not simple. So goal should be simple, which is understandable, actionable also. So S does not stand only for specific but simplicity also. When we talk about M, anyway, M we talk basically about measurable. So goal should be measurable. How much percentage you're going to score? It's measurable. But M also stands for meaningful also. Meaningful, again, what I spoke some time back. What is the meaning of achieving this goal in my life goal? In my life, is it important or not important? If it is not important, so what I will do with measuring this? A person who want to become a YouTuber, and this YouTuber, you set up a goal which is a measurable goal for reducing weight. How it's going to be important for him? That is health issue. So something which is meaningful, it's important, not only measurable. What difference it is going to make? What will happen if you achieve the goal, and what will happen if you does not achieve that goal? If somebody wanted to become a model and he take a goal of the losing weight in next say 6 months, he's going to lose 20 kg. It's a meaningful to him. But a person who want to become business person, it's not meaningful to him. It's not important for him. And when something is not important for me, I will not going to achieve that goal. I'm not going to work for that goal. Maybe I will get motivated. It can be aspirational. It can be for, initially 5, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, and then over a period of time, I leave that goal because it is not in the line of my life goal. So it is measurable, but it's not as meaningful. It is not going to make a difference in my life. It's not going to make a difference if it happens what I'm going to achieve, and it is not going to make a difference if I'm not going to achieve it also. So something which is not going to make a difference, or which is something not meaningful, which does not make much of the impact in my life, that goal is unlikely to be achieved. That's again where the aim is right, but with a wrong way of life. Then we need to look at life. What stop you from moving towards? When you move towards your goal, what are things they will be more supportive to you? In your ecology, in your surrounding, in your environment, there certain things will be there. They will be more supportive for achieving the goal, and there will be more supporting, which may be there will be more something which can be coming in your way. At the same time, another thing we need to look at what you else might have committed to. Morning, you are committed at your home that every day evening you will be coming from office early. You will be spending 2 or 3 hours with your child in his education, and the afternoon you are committing for going to gym. That I will go to gym every day evening for the weight loss. So you are committing morning something else. You are committing in afternoon something else. So you are not looking at that. So sometimes we do something or we make some goal, we commit to something, we don't look at what else commitment I have in the life. Or you make a commitment in the life that you will be, say, become business person, you will launch your own business. And at the same time, you are not seeing in your life what all financial commitment you have, what all stability you require at this point of time. So if it does not see that, it does not going to achieve, because by the evening, by next day or after some time, you will be again reminded of the old commitment, that what all the things you need to take care. And that's where the problem comes. So what could you lose as a result? If you achieve this goal, or if you did not achieve this goal, what you're going to lose it? That also you need to see. Then some valued question you should ask yourself. What does that get you for you? If you achieve that goal, what gets for you? What is there for you? What you will get by doing that? And what do you get from that? What is important to you here by achieving this? And what matter to you in this situation, this age, or this stage of the life? As I mentioned, a person at the 30 year of the age, for him, stability in the career is important, not trial in the career. A person at the age of say 24, 25, he can take a trial, he should take trial, he should take the chance in the life. A person at the age of 50, for him, health is much more important. After 40, health becomes much more important in the life. So at this point of life, what is matter more to you? What is more important for you in this situation? Whether your finance is more important, whether your health is more important, whether your career is more important, or whether your hobbies are more important, what is more important for this situation? So these are some hard questions, some valued questions we should ask ourselves all the time when we plan about goals achievement. What is stand for A? We say something, A should be acceptable. It is something like your boss is talking. This is acceptable, this is not acceptable. Boss is saying last month your business was 50 lakhs and this month I need 80 lakhs. Below 80 lakhs is not acceptable. It's good that low things should not be acceptable, but whether it should achievable, whether it's actionable, first of all, whether it's achievable. And suppose you say this is possible or it can be done some way. What is actionable in this? You want to do from 50 lakhs to 80 lakhs. That is something, a statement. What is actionable? What all you need to do? 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. If you does not have actionable, you does not have achievable, or if it's not achievable, there's no meaning of being acceptable. So we make a goal which is acceptable to my senior or somebody around me, but which is not actionable and which is not achievable. Again, we fail achieving that goal. Secondly, this goal has to see in the all area of the life and all the goals you have. As I mentioned earlier, we have some goal in the life. Okay, I will work for good education for my child. After 3 days, I decide I will work extra 6 hours to achieve my target in the there. So what time I thought of I will be spending some time with child, now that goes for a toss. So when we take different goal, on are we really looking at this point in time what is important for me? Is are we really looking at all part of my life? You may have a situation or somebody may have a situation that he need to take aging parents. At this point of time, this is more important for him. I have a friend who was staying in say northern part of country and he was due for promotion and he has to move to Mumbai. But he says, I don't want to move to Mumbai. I don't want promotion for my life. At this point of time, taking care of my parents is more important. And there's nothing wrong in that. So different people, it's a different things are more important at different point of time. So when we take the goal, it's not question of only achievable or acceptable. It has to mirror whether you have seen all area of life, whether this goal is workable in all area of life or not. That's also important. How it is going to impact other areas or other goals. Now people have different goal in the life. He may have some goal towards his career. He may have some goal towards his family. He may have some goals towards his society. He may have some goals towards his relationship part. He may have some goals towards spirituality and so on. So once you are making a goal in one area, how it is going to affect other area? Today you are sitting in your society and you says, I'm willing to become a chairman or secretary of my society. And the next day in your house, you are getting a beating because you have made some more commitment there to spending time with your parents or with your wife or with your children or contributing something. So once you commit for one goal, how it is going to impact your other commitment or other goals? So there is a multiple goal we live at the same time. So we have to see while committing anything, not only achievable, not only actionable, not only acceptable, but also how it is going to impact my other areas or other goals in my life. What first action you take to apply these resources? Suppose you have the resource. What action you're going to take? What is the last slide I was talking about? Actionable. You want to achieve something, but what exactly you're going to do? What is actionable there? You may be having resource also. You may be having capability also. But what action you will take? And do you have that plan with you? If that is not there, despite being resources, you are not going to achieve. Now in the smart part, let's we talk about or say resource point of view. Sorry, before the even our part. What resource do you have? And who and what can help you in this situation? You stuck up somewhere, you are looking for promotion, you are looking for buying some house, you are looking for buying a car, you are looking for something for achieving your health, you are looking for achieving something for your children's or whatever goal you have in the life, or maybe for your health. Who is going to help you for that in this situation? And what help somebody can provide you? And what resource you have to achieve that? So it's not only question of your commitment. I have made a commitment to myself that I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to do this. But at the same time, who is there to support you? Who is there to help you in this situation? And what resource do you have in the situation? That also we need to see. Then R, we normally see R as a result oriented. It's one should be good to be part of the result oriented, but at the same time, one should be realistic also. It should be relevant. Goal should be relevant to your life goal also. It should be in the same line, and goal should be responsible also, and goal should be ecological also, which we have discussed to what is situation around you. So it's good to be result oriented, but at the same time, it's very important to be realistic. It's very important to be relevant. It's very important to responsible and check the ecology. In the T, that last part, we talk about time bound. It's good to be time bound, that our goal should be time bound. But at the same time, it's towards what? T also stands for towards what? Once you make this sub goal, achieving this goal, it takes you where? You take a goal of losing your weight by 20 kg. But what it takes for you, towards what direction it's taking you? In your life, you want to become businessman. And you are talking about becoming a society secretary. Is it taking you towards that becoming businessman? Or you in your office, You make a society and you become something office bearer there, and or you want to promotion you are taking some promotion in your career, but your life goal is becoming some business person. Is your this achievement, is your this step is taking you towards that? So T is does not stand only for time bound, but T stand for towards what, and that's very important. In our life, we should make some sub goals. It's not only one goal, one larger goal, then should be sub goals, and the sub goal ideally should be of around 2 years or so. Because if you make a sub goal of maybe 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, there's a too big a period and so many changes happening in the society. But if you plan, this is something I'm going to achieve in next 1 year, 2 year, and once you achieve in that sub goal or sub goal, then next goal, and one larger goal in there is the life, which is the bigger goal, which is you are breaking into a small part. So that is where once you make this your goal in this way, you are moving towards that or the larger goal of your life. That's it, important. Now, how the goal setting make your life easier? Coming back to the way where we start. If you have the goal setting, then you can mix your passion of the life with your objective of life or the goal of the life. People have passion of dancing and they're planning to become engineer. People have passion of the singing and they're becoming, say, doctor. I've seen there are some good doctors or very qualified doctor, but they're even much better singer. So person who has a good singing ability, who has passion of becoming singing, passion of the singing, is becoming doctor. Somebody has passion of the acting and he's becoming engineer. So if you does not make your life goal, then you have passion of something else and you are becoming or doing something else. And later on you realize after spending your 20, 30 years and then you're coming back to the same situation, and that's a much more unfulfilled life. And you have to make ecology check what is workable and what is not. Everything what you're planning is may not be workable for you and something may be workable. You want to travel down to USA to study, but you don't have that kind of finance with you. You want to plan some big business, you don't have that kind of financial support with you. So what is something ecology check, what is workable for you and what is not workable for you, that also one need to look at. So, and having setting the goal in the life, this bring more clarity in the life, what you want from the life, whatever you want to become, or what kind of life you want to live with, whether it's as with your passion of the life, whether it's sound good with your character of the life, whatever it is, you will be having more clarity in the life, what you want from the life. And this makes life more simple and more clear, more easy, and more happier. Eventually, if your those things simplers are there, you will be more happy person and more healthy person, because happy people are more healthy also, because a lot of disease nowadays they come with the stress also. What I was talking about, life goal. So life goal is one big goal you should have in the life, and this bigger life goal you should break into sub goal, or you can say milestones, and these milestones then you break into task or activity, which is the more daily activity. So once you make a life goal, first make a one life purpose on one life goal, and over a period of time, if you want to change and make change in that, change that also, but making that is important. Then break that into multiple sub goals, and those sub goals further break into whether task or activity, or you can say sub goals, which can be a 2 year, 3 year kind of things. So if you want to achieve something bigger, so first make that a target and break into that smaller one, those things, and then task and activity. If you plan your goal in the life this way, you're more likely to achieve. They will have your ecology check. They will more have your character check. They will more aligned with your passion in the life, and you will be with the less effort you will be achieving more, and you will be more happy, more fulfilled person. You should ask why you are doing all those things and why it is important to you. If you achieve that, and how it is going to change your life. If somebody say, I want to become a singer, so what all the things you need to do to a singer? What is the step next 2 year? What he should do? What next to do? He will make a plan next 2 year kind of plan, and he keep on achieving those milestones, different tasks, different activity. And why becoming singer important for you? How does it going to change for your life? If those things, your everything is clear and aligned, you're more likely to achieve and more likely to be successful. And also we be very clear, what if you does not achieve this? Suppose somebody want to be a singer and he's working on his voice. If his voice modulation something is not able to learn, not willing to learn, what does it means? He will not be able to become a singer. It's very clear. So person should be clear. If some goal in next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year you're not able to achieve, what does that mean for you? And what are all the mid course correction can happen? Sometimes we talk about comfort zone, and we says that we should be having goal should be stretching. So beyond the comfort zone, there is something we call stretching. And once you stretch yourself, it takes you to new learning and opening of the new concept for you. You learn new things and you learn new concept. But if you go beyond stretching, it is something out factor. And stretching too far, something break you down, it is something unhealthy. So one should stretch in the life, and goal should be stretchable, but goal should not be breakable. And there is a difference of the stretching and the breaking. There is a difference between stretch factor and the out factor. So be very clear that you are stretching, but not stretching so far that it break you or you bring your out factor or something which is not sustainable. That's again important. The other factor is we have a different part of your life. In your life, you have something for your love, something for your spiritual fulfillment, something for learning your need, something your money requirement, something your work requirement, something your helping other you want to do, something you want to do for fun and enjoyment, something for relationship and so on, and health and so on. There are two factors. If you do not look at all the things, you need to very clear what you want to achieve in the life. If you want to achieve more into money, or you more focus on the work on the money part, you may have to compromise on the love or something, maybe health or maybe relationship. If you focus more on the love or the relationship, you may lose something on the financial part or maybe work part. So there is two options you have. Either you work as a balanced approach in all that. In all these areas, you have a balanced approach. Okay, I will achieve something on the work part, something on money part, something on love part, something relationship part, a mediocre kind of approach. Or something like we mentioned from 0 to 10, I'm looking at 5, 5, 6, 6 somewhere every area. That's one option. And the second option, all we have, okay, no, I want to achieve something in the work or something in my career. I want to become big successful. There's nothing wrong in becoming successful. Then we must be willing to sacrifice on your family part, on your relationship part, or your health part. So either we have the clarity, okay, I want to achieve everything, but in a smaller quantity, or if you want to achieve something in a bigger way, to be ready to sacrifice in some area, otherwise you're not going to achieve. So that's again very important to have the clarity in the life. And the last part, whatever in your life, we must keep even some, you can say some friend or some anchor in the life who keep you hold. Anchor is somebody with whom you can discuss anything and everything, with who person who can work as a sounding board to you, the person who can remind you all the time, the person you discuss all the plan. When you want to become a business person, or you want to become a singer, you want to become a model, whatever you want to become, you share with that person, you share your life plan, you share your goals with that person. So that person keep reminding you, this is what you have to achieve, this is what you have committed. So this person will work as an anchor in the life. And if you have somewhere some setback in the life, this person again hold you back. All is not lost, something else can be done. So this having the anchor is life is very, very important to successful life. And if you look at people who are successful, they have somebody good anchor, whether it's something guru or spiritual guru, or maybe as a father, as a parent, or some good friend, something there must be there. It is not that anchor means you have to outside. It can be somebody in your family also. It can be somebody as a professional coach also. And it can be friend also. But somebody has to be there as an anchor, as a friend, as a close buddy with whom you discuss everything, who is your support system, who understand you and who support you. So these are all the things are important if you want to set a good goals in the life and you want to achieve this. So that is what something briefly I want to talk about setting goal in the life, and I'm open for your questions, whatever is there. So we can take up the question now, Aditya.
Thank you so much, sir. So we have first question here from Dharamvir, can you give an example for scratching to the goals, not breaking to the goal?
See, stretching to the goal, sometime, say in case of a student who is scoring, say, 55, 60%, he make a goal of, say, 80%. That is stretchable. But if you make a goal of a 95% and 99%, it becomes too much a breakable factor. Or put it other way, a person who is for last 10 years is working as a trainee level or working as a basically at worker level, he want to become now supervisory level, he want to become manager. But that person in next 5 or 10 years, he says, no, 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 now I want to become general manager next 5 years, 7 years. Something too far. So you should stretch yourself, but not that far. It become very, very difficult for you. Because whatever you have been doing till now, you are basically that kind of character, that kind of person you are. And you cannot go too far from that. It's difficult, it's not impossible. And that's where having anchor or having coach, that those people help, because your thought process, everything has to change, otherwise it can break you. Yeah, Rita.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the second question. Yeah, yes, the session was self-explanatory. We are not having any question.
Okay.
So second question is, should one focus on small goal or the super goal? Like how to prioritize different small goals?
As I mentioned, first we should have a one bigger goal in the life, what we wanted to become in life. Whether you want to become, somebody becomes a student level, become doctor, engineer, somebody becomes singer, YouTuber, whatever it is, it's his choice. So many options are there. That one bigger goal should be there, and that bigger goal should be broken into the smaller goal maybe 5 year, 4 year, and those goals further break into 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 year. So more milestone you keep, that's more likely you're going to achieve. And if something goes wrong in achieving that one milestone, 1.5 year time kind of milestone, then you can have a mid course correction. But if you does not have this sub goal or smaller goals, if you simply look at one bigger goal, there's a different situation. One is you have only one bigger goal, you does not have milestone, there is more chance you will break down, because then that bigger goal you're not able to achieve because it's going to take time, and smaller goals are not there which you can celebrate, or you can look at a success. This can break you. And the second situation is there, you keep on having the smaller goal. If you do not have bigger picture in front of you, then you'll not able to plan right way do the smaller goal also, where these small goal will take you. So you should have one bigger goal, one lifetime kind of goal, and those break into the small kind of goal. And that those small goal will be serving as a milestone for you.
Thank you. The next question is this correct approach to remain rigid and stick to one goal? This
No,
question is from Rohit.
no, it's a good question. See, somebody has planned a goal in the life that he want to become a YouTuber, and that goal, sometime he plan, it's a basically he might not have to check the ecology, or because there is so much of competition is there, or so many some changes come in the time life. And no, no, but I, because I have decided some 20 year back I want to become YouTuber, I will become YouTuber only. So we should be open enough to change the goal, because there can be always chance when we had decide about our life goal, that decision might have gone wrong. We that the process we might have adopted may not be right process. Or secondly, there is so much maybe change in the environment. Okay, because of change in environment, this goal is no longer serve my purpose. When somebody say, you ask someone, okay, what goal you plan, and he says this is what goal, and then you ask some more question why. Every person who plan a goal, there is a why to this. Why can be he want to earn money, he want to see the fame, or he want to maybe happy. Something may be behind that goal. And if that behind the goal is not achieved with this goal any longer, then this goal itself become useless. For example, somebody understand that you become a good radio jockey and it's a good earning opportunity, and because my voice is good. After some time, after 5 year, 10 year, you realize now people does not listen so much of radio, or radio jockey is not a very well paid job. If you realize sometime the radio jockey is not a well paid job, then you will lose interest to become a radio jockey. Because why you want to become a radio jockey? One, your voice is good, and secondly, it get you good money also. So you should be open enough to change the goal, because the way situation change, we should willing to change for two reasons. One is situation change, and secondly, this can be our mistake also planning that goal.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Any other question, Rohit?
No, we don't have any more questions. So, guys, if you have any questions or if you have any doubts, you can connect with Dr. K Sharma on across the globe. The link to his profile is in the chat box. You can connect with him anytime on across the globe platform. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful session. Thank you for taking out time on behalf of whole ATG team. It's my pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank you, Aditya.
conducting
Thank you
this
very much.
webinar.
Nice time with you. Thank you.
Thank you
All
so
the
much.
best. Good night.
All the best.